Hi there, this is Andrea Hess of EmpoweredSoul.com, and this is the beginning of a bit of an experiment. I wanted to journal a money manifesting journey for you. And I really wanted to let you in on my process. I think money isn't nearly talked about enough in our society, and I think it's one of the great disempowerments around money. Now, talking as frankly as I'm going to talk with dollar amounts and everything else is not comfortable for me either. Okay? And I'm really going to invite you to observe your own reactions around money and income and selling and products and all the stuff that surrounds money and how we receive it as I'm talking and journaling about my own process. So here's the deal in my situation. At the beginning of November, I set the intention to have a $30,000 a month. I've never had a $30,000 a month. The most I've ever created in a month was $23,000. I have no idea how I'm going to get there as of right now. It is November 16th. I just did a product launch, and I launched Money Manifesting Mastery. Now, I put everything I have figured out into that program. So it really has all the tools and strategies that I know that got me from making $5,000 a month to $23,000 a month. And the launch was great. The launch was wonderful, and it got me halfway to my goal. So through my product launch, I manifested $15,000, which is, astronomical for me. I've never done products like this before. And honestly, coming up with a product that is digital and turning it into money is about as close as I could imagine getting to making money out of thin air. So I'm really proud, I'm really pleased, I'm really, really grateful. And if you think it's not uncomfortable for me to put dollar amounts out into the public world about how much money I'm making, think again. Okay, I've caught quite a lot of flack during that launch from people who think money isn't spiritual. Here's the rest of my intention. I not only want to receive $30,000 in November, I also only want to work with clients and students 2 days a week, and I've actually already set my calendar up for that. My appointments are on Mondays and Tuesdays. Because the rest of the time I want to feel free to write and do whatever the energy calls me forth to do that day in order to align with my intention. And the other thing is that I want a more consistent business. This last year has been a series of launches for me, which has been appropriate and wonderful because I've shifted my focus, and part of my evolution and rapid growth has been to create a bunch of new things, all leading up to embracing that I'm really about manifesting money. It's so needed right now, this bridging of the gap between spiritual and financial evolution, right? I mean, look at what's happening in the world. Now is the time that us really conscious people wrap ourselves around money. Okay, I'm getting on a soapbox. This is just very passionate about this topic, right? Which is why my business is focused towards this. Okay, but for myself, I want more of an energy of peace, sustainability, continuity. So this beautiful, even flow that's very abundant and peaceful. Now, part of the reason I feel called to put this video series together is that in order to create that business, I need to have greater trust in the universe. Because honestly, even though I have always been able to name the number of clients, even when I was a massage therapist, or a dollar amount for the month that I want to make, and I've always received just a little bit more. Even though I have this really long history of successfully manifesting money, I have to admit that when we're talking about bigger dollar amounts and I stand there at the beginning of the month and I don't know how the heck I'm going to create it, you know, I need to trust more. I need to trust the universe more. I already trust the universe quite a lot. And there's more. So it's an energy where there's still a lot of space and room for me to step into greater trust. Trusting myself, trusting the universe, which is the same thing, right? Because we are one with everything. So, here I am, doing something uncomfortable. I have no idea whether at the end of the month there's going to be an additional $30,000 in my bank account or not. And you know what? In the end, it's not really about that. Because the money is just a representation. The money is just a representation. My question is always, can I expand into a greater exchange of energy with the world? Can I expand myself to be in that new vibration? Can I powerfully choose a vibrational state that matches what I want to see? So, I gotta tell you, I mean, I don't need to make $30,000 a month, right? Who needs that? I mean, once we get sort of to the $100,000 a year range, it's like need doesn't become part of the picture, right? But we're divine beings. We're not here to create out of need. We're here to create out of joy. And I love to teach, and I can't teach about anything that I haven't done or experienced. So if I'm going to be teaching, then I need to keep growing and evolving, which means continually setting new intentions and goals for myself to see what arises. So really, I'm my own guinea pig. I really am. So that's what we're doing here. So this video series is definitely about stepping further out into trust and empowerment by really talking about money very frankly. The other thing I'm really feeling called to do in alignment with these energies of sustained, continuous business flow, search engine optimization has come up for me, and writing. I have been writing like a fiend for 2 days because articles, ideas keep popping into my head. Now, oddly enough, I don't feel drawn to publish them at all, so I'm not. I'm just writing. I'm like on this writing tear right now. So, honestly, I don't have any more launches planned. I think I will have a Black Friday sale on my product because it aligns again with the second instance of 11-11-11, which happens November 29th. So that's 2 days after Black Friday. So Money Manifesting Mastery will go on sale again for Black Friday. That's what I know. That's it. So somewhere between now and the end of the month, maybe another $15,000 will show up. I do not know how. And I want to be really clear about that. I don't think we need to know the how. Whenever I start planning, I fall on my face. My mind thinks it knows how to get there, and it usually doesn't work. So I have learned to put myself in a state of, I don't know. And it is scary, and again, it requires a great deal of trust. So this is the crazy way my mind works, right? So my intention is all about trust. Putting this video out there in such a frank way is definitely trusting. And talking about money, and my personal money, is definitely very trusting. So we'll see what comes out of it all, but I will keep you posted. I will try to do a video at least every other day is what I'm shooting for. We'll see. And stay tuned. We'll see what happens.